This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of June 8th, 2022, brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Wes Mills. A couple of central Indiana entrepreneurs want to be the Airbnb of the great outdoors. Josh Roche and John Laughlin are co-founders of Quip2, a sharing economy platform for outdoor gear, such as kayaks, trail bikes, and camping gear for backpackers. The company launched its app last week. Their business allows adventurers to rent gear from other people or rent out their gear when not in use. Chief Operating Officer John Laughlin explained they want people to enjoy the outdoors, but also make it affordable.
We're the conduit between the owner and the renter. Before taking the plunge and spending over $1,000 on gear, you can now sort of try it before you buy it.
Quip2 is launching in a total of 8 markets in Indiana and Colorado. The locations are centered around college towns and metro areas, including Bloomington, Lafayette, South Bend, and Indianapolis. A Massachusetts-based company has obtained the option to manufacture and market environmentally sustainable glue developed by Purdue University researchers. Glue Eco Adhesives, LLC, says it plans to launch a line of the corn-based adhesive in the fourth quarter of 2022. Purdue professor Jonathan Wilker created the patent-pending adhesive based on zein, a protein in corn. Traditional adhesives are typically made from petroleum products. The university says this adhesive is degradable and non-toxic. Wilker says the product is also tunable, which means it can be adjusted to strength, flexibility, and performance in extreme temperatures, moisture, and high vibration conditions. Visit Indiana and the Indiana Destination Development Corporation will today unveil details for a new marketing campaign. The organizations say In Indiana aims to provide businesses, municipalities, and destinations with resources to help tell the state story. The organizations are looking to create a unified message to showcase Indiana as, quote, an ideal place to visit, work, and live. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is brought to you by That's Good HR.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community, and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources, unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
Indianapolis soul food restaurant Country Kitchen began construction Tuesday on its new restaurant and event center. The groundbreaking comes over 2 years since a fire in January 2020 destroyed the original building. This new construction remains at the original location in the city's Kennedy King neighborhood. Farmer sentiment about the agricultural economy took a nosedive last month, according to the latest survey data from the Purdue University CME Group Ag Economy Barometer. The monthly reading plummeted to a reading of 99, down from 121 in April. Purdue Ag economist Jim Mintert says it was the weakest farmer sentiment reading in over 2 years.
To better understand the change in sentiment that took place this month, it's useful to take a look at one of the underlying questions we use each month to compute the barometer index. One of those questions is, would you say that your farm operation today is better off, worse off, or about the same financially compared to a year ago? And notice how the percentages changed in May versus what they were in April. The percentage of people responding worse off jumped from 38% last month to 54% in May, while the percentage saying that they were better off declined from 23% in April to just 14% in May.
Mintert says farmers are troubled by escalating production cost, especially fuel. He says the deep dip in May was just the 9th time the barometer fell below 100 since the launch of the monthly survey in the fall of 2015. Poland-based Canpack is celebrating today a construction milestone on its 862,000 square foot plant in Muncie. The final steel beam will be set in place. The beverage can maker announced in May 2021 it would invest $380 million to build the facility and create 345 jobs by 2023. Officials expect construction to be completed in time for plant operations to begin in the fourth quarter of 2022. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.